Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the preamp screen on our dLive. First of all, you'll notice that I have electric selected, and this one's going to be a little special. So at the top we'll see that we have a total of 4 ABCD sources assigned. Any of those can be selected at any time. We currently have A and B. A will be both of our amps, and B will be both of our direct channels for electric. So if we have one stereo amped electric, that'll be set to A, and one stereo direct electric, that'll be set to B, using the toggle between. Do note that the preamp changes with those. It is more than just a source selection. It will also change things like pads, gains, and phantom power. On your audio previs sheet, you'll now see under the Input tab that all electrics will have an indication of what source they're coming from. This week is a little unique, perhaps, in that we have 2 electrics that both need an amp. So how we handle that is we set both of them to input select source A, and then we go down to our stereo image right here, and we select left left or right right to indicate that we only want to come from either 11 or 12. And all of this will be indicated on the sheet for each week. Moving around the rest of the preamp screen, we have socket controls, things like scene recall, if you don't want it to change when you recall a scene. You have a pad option, which is also a physical button here on the desk. You have phantom power, which also is a physical button, and gain, which is this knob right here. We mentioned the stereo image before. Gives you a drop-down menu just to indicate what type of stereo image you're working with, as well as a width control. You also have the option to change stereo width by selecting Soft Encoder 2. Next to the preamp and stereo image controls, we have trim, which gives you an option to change polarity, which is also a button on the console. Trim, which is also a knob on the console, and gain tracking. We do not need to enable gain tracking at this time, but if we eventually get a dLive for our IEM system, it may be very beneficial. To the right of that, we have the preamp emulations. These emulations give you the option to pull up something like a tube or valve preamp. These preamps give you a much warmer, more analog sound to the desk if that is what you're going for. I personally have found that they're beneficial on certain instruments, but not others. I hope to make a full video on each of the tube and valve preamps at a later time to show all of their different functions.